I don't think anybody else has a run like this. I would like to hear any names. Some weird ass nigga probably gonna say like Lupe Fiasco. Or like
okay, first off, chill. Don't no. But
undercover. I was a sting operation. I got you.
I'm not saying he had a good 10. I'm just saying chill. Like, don't try to sit here and say that Lupe's not good.
I didn't say he's not good. I say he have a 10.
Oh no. Listen, the way that I picture it is that Future got that 10 easy because Future made a lane, stood in his lane, and mastered that lane, and everyone had to come to him.
But I feel like we got to start discussing Future as one of the greatest R&B artists of our time.
Oh, without question.
The only thing is he doesn't get the notch and he doesn't get the acclaim that he truly deserves from like the Grammys of sorts. Because to me, I think he got the albums of the year right now with We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You. But the problem is he doesn't hit like vocally. He's not hitting the high notes and he doesn't dance. I feel like if he had those two, this nigga is trapped Michael Jackson.
I think he, it's just like his own shit, because you want to put somebody in the R&B lane, then you got to compare him to other R&B niggas, and I feel like this was like the beginning of moving away from that to where now like no R&B nigga is like a good person anymore, except for like the gay ones. The only good people are gay now. It's honestly liberating to know I'm not a good person.
No, it is. It actually is because I feel like you kind of gotta let the world know that you ain't shit up front so that they not surprised by the stuff you do later on.
Yep.
Set the bar low.
Yeah. Like I'm working my way up. Actually I saw somebody say that with men, they feel like men we should start our lives in jail and have to work our way out. That's not the worst.
Yo, there's something to that
idea at all.
These niggas are terrible, man. But let me introduce it. What's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
Maxwell.
And Pepsi, he finally relaxed, taking a nap, comfortable on his blanket. And we on episode 39.
Yeah.
Episode 39. Please be sure to like, subscribe, follow on whatever platform you're listening to, whether you're watching this on YouTube. Give us 5 stars on Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. How y'all feeling?
Good. My fucking joints hurt. I feel like an old man, but other than that, I'm good.
Oh, same, bro. I woke up, I took him for a walk, and then I came right back in and put some icy hot on my knees. Yeah, we getting there.
Bro, I do fucking construction all day. I'm looking at y'all like, yo, really? Y'all are hurting? That's crazy. My knees blown out and I need surgery and I just walk around on this shit. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But I need surgery on my knee. Y'all ever had like a big ass surgery? I don't want to get it done.
I think I need surgery though. I got like tendonitis.
I know, because I know to you tendonitis doesn't sound like anything.
No, wait. Tendonitis is the ringing in the ears?
That's tinnitus.
Oh, so what's tendonitis?
Like itis of the tendon.
Oh, all right. Yeah, cool. I get you. Nah, that sucks, bro. Yeah. All that shit. Yo, look, I'm not trying to mock it in pain. It's just funny to think like, yo, y'all are two like strapping, healthy guys. Like y'all are hurting, and I'm like a chubby construction worker, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, fam, my leg might fall off. It's fine.
Man, I keep telling y'all, I'm just a boy. Shit, what's up with me? I guess.
Oh yeah, sorry we didn't ask you. Tell the people about that GoFundMe you got so you can get a trip to Turkey.
Yo, brother, I was literally gonna ask you how your week was going, but before I could finish, you was like, "So how about me?" That's right, me. Damn, dude.
Donate.
I'm such a Leo.
Go to the podcast page bio. There's a GoFundMe. Anthony's trying to get a plane ticket to Turkey. Trying to get that hairline surgery.
Yeah, get that man BBL.
Yo, you really think that there's I wish that there was a lady that I could ask this right now. Like, you think there's a stigma against men getting BBLs? Like in real life? I mean, like not objectively.
Like the ass?
Nah. Wait, is that part of the man BBL?
A man BBL is BBL is an ass.
Yeah, niggas.
Yeah, no, I got it. But when you say man BBL, I'm assuming that you want to get like your cheekbone shaved. You want to get fake abs.
No, BBL stands for Brazilian butt.
No, I know what it stands for, but when you put the word man in front of it.
That's just Saucy Santana to me. That's all that.
That's gender bias though. Like a BBL is still a BBL no matter who's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
BBL, but you said a man BBL, so I'm assuming abs,
No, I'm assuming BBL, nigga.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so
you ever seen Saucy Santana, the nigga that was at Diddy house?
Yeah, that was the dude that was gonna beat up academics, right? And he said he was gonna beat him up and he was gonna fuck him. Which is still the toughest threat of this year. Say whoever you want as a gangster, that is the toughest threat of this year.
Yeah, I would back off. It don't matter who the fuck I'm talking to.
Dead ass.
I'd rather, if you like, I'm gonna come kill you, I'm like, nigga, do it. But
yeah, I'd rather you threaten me with a gun to some dick.
You can shoot up my house. But nigga, if I walk outside and I see a dildo with a threatening note attached to it, I'm deleting all socials and turning my life over to God. Fuck that. Speaking of apologies, niggas not even getting haircuts before they like apologies no more. Like every time a nigga get accused of like assault, you just go in with no motherfucking lineup, no like, dirty t-shirt. Like the apologies don't mean nothing no more.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, hold up. Before we go deeper into that, I did want to say, this month it made it officially 1 year that we've been doing the podcast.
Really?
Hey, I did not know the applause.
I forget every anniversary that's ever mattered in my life.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's been a year. It's been a year doing the podcast. Which is like definitely an accomplishment. They say most podcasts end within like the first 10 episodes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. We just getting started.
What else has been going on?
Yo, it's the week of tires, man. You hyped?
Yes and no. So this Thursday, May 23rd, Tires comes out on Netflix. I'm looking forward to that. One is dope that I get to be a part of my friend's first sitcom. It's dope because there's so many people that we came up with together in Philly. Like we all came up at Helium Open Mic, hanging out at Raven Lounge, to now all of our faces are going to be on Netflix together. That's dope. But at the same time, I'm just looking at it in terms of it's just another thing, and this is just the start of like no matter where you get in your career, is always how can I get to the next point or how can I keep going. So I'm just trying to keep my head down, and I will say, and I'm glad you brought up IMDb. I owe the Tubi actors an apology. Can you go to Tires IMDb? It's a list of white actors and nobody has headshots. So this isn't just limited to Detroit. So this is dope, man. I'm definitely excited. And please support Tires, man. Let me see. Oh, matter of fact, did y'all do anything? We took the week off. We took the week off for Mother's Day. Did y'all do anything for Mother's Day?
For Mother's Day, what did I do? No, I just was here.
Yeah, man. I took out my wife, my mom, my dad, my brother, his woman, my mother-in-law, and my auntie-in-law.
Oh, damn.
I took everybody out to eat. Shit was cool, man. We had a really good time.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, it was dope. Actually, it was dope too because I thought I was gonna spend way more than I did, so that was cool. Like it actually turned out to be pretty cheap.
Did anybody chip in?
I think I threw just a solid number on the table, and then like if there was anything else after, I guess they just collectively took it. I just was in such relief that it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But I was like, oh yeah, got it here. Yeah, y'all want to tip? Y'all want to do? That's on you. Like,
yeah, holidays are a nightmare for every man. Unless you're a scammer, holidays are like shit. There's no holiday that I like, except for Juneteenth. But like Juneteenth is so new that niggas don't expect like no sort of like money to be put down.
That
you gotta buy hot dogs and that's it.
That irks me so. Oh, that's hilarious. No, that irks me though because Juneteenth definitely. Juneteenth has been a thing
in your life.
Yeah. Like with my I told you my mother's whole family is like Southern, so like you hear these things, so like, but it was never like a, how do you say it? Like a publicly celebrated like this. Like it wasn't like a holiday to the point that did they change up anything at your job? Like did you get a day off for that? I
didn't get an extra day. They replaced something with Juneteenth. I forget. We had something we wanted to talk about, right? My bad. Yo.
No. I'm trying to think if I want to start with.
Moms listening to this and all that shit.
I'm trying to think if I want to start with. You want to start with Diddy?
Yeah, just whatever one you think is best, we can talk about. So yeah, let's talk about Diddy.
Normal transition here.
All right, so this past Friday, tape was released from CNN of the events that occurred between Diddy and Cassie back in 2016, and this was actually all in the initial reports, but to actually see this occur Then he had the nerve to put out an apology 2 days later, talking about, he was at a low point in his life. He hit rock bottom.
He ain't hit rock bottom. He hit his girl. Rock bottom don't got nothing to do with putting your hands on women. I'm fucking it up again. I'm sorry.
No. But it's true. It's like to say you hit rock bottom, nigga. You are in a 5-star hotel
with pink socks on. You happy as shit beating up women.
I mean, it was just like a bullshit apology. Just because when everything initially came out, when the documents first came out, he basically said that he wasn't going to allow people to keep speaking ill on his name. And now, because the actual footage came out, he puts out this apology saying that, I went to go seek professional help. I got into therapy. Basically, this is rich nigga way for saying I went to go see the lady. Mm-hmm. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. Niggas love to dodge accountability by putting it into religion. And we gotta talk about that too.
Yeah, God can forgive you, but I don't gotta forgive nobody.
But in this is no apology to the actual person that he hurt.
Because he's not sorry.
He says
he's not sorry.
He's not sorry,
I'm
bro.
truly sorry. He doesn't say what he did. He says I was disgusted when I did it. I went and sought professional help. I don't think you need a professional to tell you don't kick your girl in the ass.
Yeah,
I think an amateur could tell you not to.
Random person on the street. I don't even think they have to be of the professional ilk.
You know how comfortable you got to be putting your hands on women to do it in a towel and Hello Kitty socks.
With him being in the towel, that shows that she was doing this in a moment where she was trying to escape something.
Oh yeah,
where she thought for her it was the best time to get away.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And
but even then, so an interesting argument got brought up online. These documents were leaked during that raid.
Mm-hmm. What, the tape or the?
Yeah, the tape. The documents coincided with the tape, and they said that somehow he was able to remove this footage from whatever.
They said he paid the hotel.
So at what point is there mutual liability between them and the hotel? Can Cassie technically now sue the hotel?
She should be able to. They should be fucking, at least that location should be shut down permanently. They shouldn't be allowed to make no more money. Cause like if Diddy can beat up his girl in the hotel and pay for on camera, and pay them, how many other occasions have somebody with some money or power been able to do some heinous shit? Yeah. And pay, like they might notice as the hotel where you can do some shit on camera and pay off the guy.
I ain't gonna lie, Intercontinental, they could make a hotel. bro. But that's beside the point.
Entirely besides the point. Couldn't be more besides the point. No, I don't think we've handled this professionally.
We haven't. And but in this, he's facing a lot of backlash from just everybody, fellow celebrities, fans, Eric Adams.
Bro, when Eric Adams is ready to hang you up on some shit, that makes me laugh.
Eric Adams said he's thinking about revoking Diddy's key to the city.
Thinking about what?
Like when I did look up the list of the people that have gotten keys to the city, it was like a really short list. Like I thought it might have been more.
I'm curious who has keys to the city in New York now.
Probably like Derek Jeter. Like people of that legendary
Derek
status.
Jeter should have a key.
Yo, 100% should have a key.
List of keys to the city in New York.
Mm-hmm. The New York Giants in 2008 after they won the Super Bowl.
They deserved it.
Captain Phillips. Also, what was that movie? They made the movie about him.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Not Sully?
No. Captain Phillips was...
he's the one who landed on the Hudson,
captain
right?
Now.
Oh, okay. No, completely different thing.
Ralph Lauren. Yeah, as much merchandise as niggas that stole from him.
Regis.
All right, Regis deserves it.
So is he the guy that has cancer?
Nah,
Regis?
Regis is...
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, bro. Regis and Kathy Lee used to be the face.
He was the guy from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, this nigga is young.
God damn it.
I didn't watch that when I was still home from school. I used to watch Maury. I like the drama.
Yeah, I get that.
But like, you see this.
Brown got the key to the city.
Oh, okay. No. I'll give you that.
No, wait, she got the key to the city?
Oh, and so did Fab. Let's go. All right.
No, Fab just got the key to Brooklyn.
That's okay. That's like that's fine.
Robert De Niro. So like, you see, this is a great, like, this is a short list.
Nigga, Diddy got the key last year. That's why, who the fuck does Eric Adams think?
Nigga, he gave
last year.
He gave him the key to the city during the allegations.
Dog, I don't even remember.
I like the way you handled yourself.
Hey, come on, Eric Adams. Get the fuck out of here.
But mind you, Eric Adams just hit New York with another okie doke. My man said, I'm going to Italy for 2 weeks to solve the migrant crisis. So is Eric Adams really the person that...
No, but this is like...
I can't believe this nigga, man.
No, Eric Adams... I mean, yeah, Eric Adams and Diddy full of shit. If it's anybody that should have a key revoked, it definitely is Diddy. You can't... I wouldn't want him around no keys. The key to the city, keys to the Beamer, Alicia keys.
Yo, 2 months after... So he got the keys in September. And... No, he got the key to the city in September, and the Cassie lawsuit came out in November. That nigga should have looked into it a little bit better. Because 2 months later, that's the only city, the key that he gave out. Nigga, ASAP Rocky just married Rihanna. That could have been something.
Oh, no, wait. Before we move from Diddy, I also want to say too, I don't like when I was saying about people using religion to like to dodge accountability and to like forgive him. Did you see what Kelly Price said?
Can I be honest? I don't know who Kelly Price is.
Kelly Price, R&B singer. She was the one singing on More Money, More Problems.
Well, I didn't know that.
After Diddy posted his apology, she said, "It is my sincere prayer that the power of the Holy Ghost overtake you so that you not only have a change of heart, but a change of mind and a change of direction. I've seen you at your best and at your worst." Now, that's just bullshit, because to say you seeing him at his best, for her, that's probably just this nigga in the studio making good songs. That's not him being a good person. Also,
God don't have an Instagram, nigga. You can't post prayers on motherfucking Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. That's some like fucking attention seeking psychopathic behavior.
Yeah.
A fucking prayer on the internet. Grow up.
Then she continues to say, "I know what you are capable of being when you are at your best, despite the seductions of this industry." More shit of...
That nigga blew that back out. That's what you talking about. And it don't matter. It don't matter how many good days you had once you beat somebody.
No, that's really her saying like she trying to get back in the studio. But then she says, "I want to see you, and I want to see you soon to create this in this business, but I need you to pray, and I need you to receive from the Most High. I need for those prayers to take place, for sincerely your unique talent and both sides that represent light and darkness receive you anxiously." And I don't like that. It's like you can't accept forgiveness on what happened to Cassie. Like, you're not the victim in this. But even though he did mistreat her too, you know, he didn't allow her to be in the More Money, More Problems video because of how big she was at the time. Like, when you watch it,
looking at this picture now, I can believe that.
Well, it's very clear what she's doing is she's getting on the train of his path to redemption now while his price is low. Because he gonna have to work with anybody if he's allowed to work at all.
And people gotta be careful about sharing this type of content too.
Of course,
like sharing that video, like you don't know who you trigger, and that was like she has to relive that
every time.
Her husband has to
deal with that as well. Yeah. You know what's interesting though is, with that all being said, can we say that though the situation was traumatic itself, her saying something and finally pushing the point may have been the linchpin to save like God knows how many others? Because it seems like out of nowhere, once she was willing to step up and really put muscle into this, everyone was like, "Oh, it's a money grab." And she goes, "No, it's not a money grab. This is to save someone." And now all these other people are coming forward.
But what I don't like about, so I'm all for the victims coming forward. I don't like the bodyguards and the associates and the people that work with Diddy throughout all of this now coming forward. Saying that, oh, he's been doing this. Y'all should have saw what he did to his
poor Kim Porter.
What he did to his children's mother, or what he did to this woman. It's like, y'all held on to this information. Just because y'all coming out with it now that it's cool to be away from him, that doesn't make it right. It just shows that you were complicit until it wasn't okay or it didn't look good for you to stand next to him.
Yeah, you might as well just keep your mouth shut permanently if you gonna not say nothing while you watching women get beat up.
Dead ass. Yeah, that's actually a very valid point. That'd be funny if they're like, "Oh, come in, tell us everything," and then they hook and book every single one of them.
Yeah, that's definitely like you an accessory.
Nasty shit.
Well, since we talking about old creep niggas, you want to talk about the teacher in Maryland?
Yeah. Oh fuck. The dude that was getting his hair done by the students.
Yeah. So this shit is wild, man. This teacher in Maryland, he got suspended. I'm not sure if he got fired, but they definitely need to keep him away from kids. We need a list, right? We need a list where we can't really say you did a crime, or we can't say you a sex offender, but we just need a list to put you on just so we could just watch you.
Yeah, a watch list.
Yeah, because this shit is not cool at all. I mean, I have the video. So this teacher, he got suspended for uploading a video of his students braiding his hair on TikTok.
Just make an AO list and just put like this nigga and any other suspect niggas just on the list where we just watch you around kids.
I'm gonna play the initial video. Let me start.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we?
Now, right there, that's an issue for me. Him starting this video of the students braiding his hair, and he's doing a voiceover saying, "Let's stir the pot." So, in your mind, you know this is controversial. You could understand that people take offense to this.
There's just like several different. Before we even get to the point that it's creepy, there's just like so many other layers of why this is a bad idea. Before you even get to that, one, you putting niggas' kids on camera on the internet.
Right.
Strike one. Don't put my fucking child on the internet. I don't consent to that.
Their faces, their uniforms, you can identify them easily. So many issues with that. Then these niggas aren't doing work.
You're not learning shit.
Right.
They're just doing hair.
Kids nationwide are behind on all levels, reading levels, math levels. But
dude, Chinese niggas is learning trigonometry in 2nd grade, and we got kids in America doing 2-strand twists in the middle of the classroom.
What you learn today? How to grease a nigga's scalp in 5 minutes before the bell ring. This shit don't make no sense, man.
They get their fucking they get their student supply list, and it's like heat protector spray, fuck, conditioner, nigga, scrunchies, nigga. What the fuck?
What the fuck happened to pencils and hand sanitizer?
These niggas got eco styling gel on their list.
Why do you need olive oil for algebra 2? Yo, this shit don't make no sense, man.
The boys gotta bring in one of them wall hair clippers to line them up. He teaching these kids how to be in prison.
Bro, that's the other nastiest thing about this. Like, yo, nothing for nothing, bro. You're surrounding yourself with young ladies. Like, dude, it looks a certain type of way. And honestly, as a pops, and like, I got nieces. Like, yo, bro, that's crazy.
Bro,
the fact that no one's beat the shit out of him is kind of, and like, once again, I'm not advocating for violence, but I want to know, like, you said that somebody's daughter, bro. Like, that's how's no one checked you yet?
Like, I got a little sister that's in high school. Bro, if I found out my little sister was doing this shit in school, it like I would have a serious issue. I would be up at that school.
I mean, without even I don't need to know the background of this, because once again, I was so disgusted by this. I've never actually listened to it with volume.
And
why are you like, really think about it? Why are you letting kids touch you?
And why are you so comfortable to put it on camera and be like,
well, like when I worked in schools, that was one thing I made sure, like, you is, especially in today's society where, you know, people are quick to sue. People are looking for a come up. You can't, even if it is innocent, don't put yourself in harm's way where somebody could say something you did something wrong.
Or you might just get as an example, like, all right, so you let kids touch you, right? Well, let's just kill you so that everybody knows not to do that.
Yeah, like some start setting boundaries, like
that, and like, yeah, boundaries. Like, some kids that are abused might not understand that adults should be setting boundaries because of like their home life is like the abuse they face at home or something. So now they got you touching your hair at school, so they might just blur all the boundaries of adult-child relationships.
Especially with young women, that becomes my biggest fear, bro. Yeah. How many women did you know in high school who were like sophomore, juniors that were fucking around with somebody who's like 23, 25?
All the ones I wanted.
Yeah. Everyone that I want. No, 100% correct. That's not even wrong. But this is how that becomes. You become okay with like, oh, this is platonic. Like,
and that's the thing. That shit, even if you say, even as an adult, you have to be the one to set the barrier, the boundary with these students. Well, yeah, the barrier and boundary. You have to be the one to set that with them, because you're the one that knows better in these situations. And no matter what, it's going to be at least one girl that likes you or that think that she could ease her way in or that y'all actually friends in this. And even when the first school I ever worked at was a high school when I graduated college. Now I'm 22 working with 15-year-olds. So now I'm in there looking like one of them. So the shit that these little girls would say, but I would draw the line quickly. No, Mr. Moore, we aren't the same. You aren't my peer. And for him to not, I'm gonna play some more of this video, man.
I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist.
Yo. Bro, at what point does it not, and once again, I'm not saying this to be dramatic, but this is an honest question. At what point does it stop being the student teacher interaction, even on like a super like close base, and it becomes something considered grooming? Because bro, that terminology,
my best friend,
that 100 best, that terminology, I that's disgusting.
But for him to not see the issue with that, I didn't have enough time to take out my hair on my own, so naturally I asked some of my students. But you referring to your students as your best friends,
which is gross.
As an adult, you have to prioritize your time.
I got 2 things with that. So you asking them to use their time to do your hair, nigga, what are their grades like? Because you should be tutoring them if you got all this time on your hands.
Bro, this is disgusting. I'm like really mad. I never listened to this with volume. I just remember you sending the link and I was like, yo, this is gross. Yeah. Like I didn't know what it was, but now that hearing that's bad.
And then as he continues with this,
like imagine you call your school to talk to your daughter, and this nigga pick up. Hey,
she busy right now.
Yeah, she doing my hair right now.
If we get one solid presentation in this class,
niggas get shanked for way less.
And they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I would all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before this.
Now that's a real issue right there. The fact that you went out your way, it was students in your class, but instead of asking the girl, like, all right, if you are going to ask students to do your hair, but for you to go out your way and ask for students from another classroom,
you're recruiting. And then you're abusing power by writing passes.
You're targeting. Hey, excuse me, can I get Bria from algebra?
Yeah.
Can I get
I need Cassandra out of math. Yeah, I got these flyaways. I need this handled. Like
nigga like Chris Tucker and Rush Hour 2 where he like that one.
But okay, now I have questions for the entire board though.
This nigga is picking up his favorite 15-year-olds.
He's treating that shit like the beginning of gym class. He's like, I'm gonna take you. But let me ask you a question. So the fact that he said that he wrote, and obviously this goes deeper into, because now I'm like generally concerned how, I don't know, I feel like when something hits the internet, it's because it's somewhat popular in some form of group. So if this is something that is happening in more of a widespread thing, and he validated it by saying I would write them passes. Where is the paperwork trail, and did no one who has to collect these passes find that to be an odd thing? Like, where is the principle? I don't really know the breakdown of like the hierarchy of a school, but
there's a lot of people failing these kids.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking because collectively no one's checking, right? That's what this seems like.
I mean, it seems like this is an issue all over, whereas even outside of him just doing this, I've been seeing this thing where, teachers are now giving parents consent forms at the beginning of the school year, stating that I might be recording your children at some point. They're giving them media forms. Like, do you know? We used to get syllabus. We used to get syllabus at the start of the school year. Now teachers is telling kids like, look, I don't know what I'm going to do, but at some point I'm making a TikTok with these little niggas. I don't want my teacher, bro. I went to Catholic school my whole life. My teacher, one of my math teachers, she's still teaching. She 90, Sister Regina. I went with a bunch of nuns. Sister Regina, Sister Ave. Sister Ave was in there focused on us, trying to get our writing skills up. She wasn't trying to be no content creator.
No, honestly, it's just so fucking dumb. And I think above anything, like, if he's not a pedophile at all, I kind of slightly feel bad for him, but not really, because
I don't feel bad for this.
It's irresponsible. Fuck that.
You're too stupid to be a teacher.
No, fam, it's
you
irresponsible.
You can't teach kids if you're this dumb already.
But I thought you weren't allowed to have once again, forgive me for this. I have a child in school, so I'm to understand. When my child goes to school, they basically take their phone and they put him in the same shit that Dave Chappelle uses. The fucking you throw that shit in the They don't fuck around.
On my phone all the time in high school.
Yeah, they don't fuck around. But once again, coming from we're the first generation. Well, not you, but I was coming out of the first generation of having a phone at school. Like cell phones were still like heavy and circular. Like it was kind of a thing. So like that was always a dent. So for you to tell me that I sent my child to school, when my son gets in, he texts me right before he walks in the door and he goes, "Yo, man, I'm here." Phone's going into the fucking to the Comedy Central bag.
I like that system.
Yeah, but at what point does that system become completely contradictory if you're taking the phone from my children, but you're allowing your teacher to set up a green screen and teach choreography during lunch? Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, now they just can't call for help.
And thank you. You're removing the only thing that like some shit happens.
And that's what I hate, because even outside of this teacher getting his hair done, I mean, there's other teachers. We seen the one teacher that, you know, he didn't show the student's face, but he was recording himself belittling the students, where he was telling the class like, "Oh, y'all can't read, y'all don't know your shapes." As a
Why are you yelling at somebody who doesn't know their shapes? How young are these kids?
That's what I'm saying.
I remember seeing that video too.
As a teacher. As a matter of fact, as a kid, imagine you get home, you finally do get on you finally do be able to get on your phone during the time you can, and you see your teacher calling you stupid on your For You page. I
mean, do you not know what a rhombus is though? Who's responsible in this situation? Like, I don't know who failed who.
I mean, it's a lot of things failing these kids. The content creator teachers, but then the kids are coming fresh off of a pandemic.
Well, when you brought that up, I actually looked up the current state of education here just to see what the statistics were. And you called it correct. You see right when the dip begins.
Yeah, and I also would like to reiterate, this guy does not have a pedophile voice, but it's not far enough from a pedophile voice. No,
he definitely is a sick nigga, because after this, right, when they suspended him, he went right back to what they suspended him for. This nigga goes home and he was on TikTok live crying.
Yeah.
He was reading text messages and emails from the students. The students were saying,
all
like,
right,
text messages.
Hold up. Yeah, like once again, I don't want to keep interrupting you, but as they go, red flags.
Right.
Why? The email professionally has to go through the school, and I could see that.
The teacher. The parent.
Well, even then, like if I have to text your teacher to see what, or email your teacher and see what the homework is, that's all recorded, and it's through what I assume is a EDU from the school.
Right.
But if you're texting him on his personal phone, fam, why do you have my 15-year-old daughter's number? Like, no, I don't care how bad she is at math. There is no reason for that.
Yeah, and he was crying. He was crying reading these messages where the students were saying like, hey, best friend, you know, I miss you. I don't understand what the big deal is. And that right there is the problem, where these children should not be able to reach you in your free time.
And best friend, there's no boundary between adult and child there.
Yeah. And today he actually came out and posted another video where he said that he firmly believes he was attacked because he's a young, handsome black man.
Ew. He's doing more.
Bro, there's a level of narcissism and power that comes from conversations like that. Diddy wouldn't say half the shit Diddy would say unless he knew he had juice. So you feel like, okay, you've cultivated a mass following of 12-year-old girls, so you got juice. So you could feel confident to be like, oh, they're attacking me because I'm handsome. Like, stop it, fam.
You know, he's giving cult leader energy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying
right now. Like,
okay. So it's
so easy to start a cult in this country, and it's so easy for people to feel like they can be cult leaders. Like, I feel like if I really wanted to commit to it, I could start a cult.
Bro, everyone's been telling me to start a religion for the last like 8 years. I could definitely do it.
You could
without a problem, and not pay taxes.
Bro, Kanye got niggas dressing like they homeless,
and he also has a group of famous and non-famous minorities flying out to the middle of a field in Wyoming to do gospel.
Right.
I don't know what Wyoming's culture is like, but it doesn't strike me as a very gospel culture.
No, it's very cult leadery, and this guy's got.
It says
no self-awareness. Like, if you really give a fuck about young girls and you a teacher, you gonna go, look, it's not okay for a girl to be touching a grown man.
And then he like just all the videos he was putting up. He put up one video where he was saying, you know, he's trying to show them what a real man is.
Nah, you're all right. Once again,
it sounds like I'm making this shit up.
That's what I'm asking. Is this quoted terminology?
Bro.
Ew.
Yeah, is this quoted terminology? Like these are direct quotes?
Yeah, let me
at
think
what
it's a monster.
point? And once again, this is speaking.
He's a terrible person.
Yo, bro, as a parent, at what point does any of this become like points of omission? Like, yo, fam, this is enough to like indict you. Like this clearly sounds like you're grooming.
Yeah, we used to keep a baseball bat by the door of my house for situations
like this. Yeah. Bro, I don't understand. And you know what it is? I'm disgusted at the fact that his initial thing was to cop a plea. Oh, this is why y'all are doing this to me. Like, no, you're right. No self-awareness, no. But at that point, fuck self-awareness, fam. You committed the crime. It's already over. Like, you got to go.
Like, he could have said all of these things. Like, I know the concerns. I'm sorry. Like, he could have been like, look, blah, 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 blah. I know why, it would be wrong, but I was just trying to. He didn't even, like, come with no self-awareness. Like, I know what it looks like.
He played victim. That's my point. He copped the plea.
I'm going to play this audio real quick.
So when they see healthy male influences in their life, when they get older, when they seek platonic relationships or romantic relationships, they know what to look for. So they're not manipulated. They're not taken advantage of. They know what qualities and characteristics that make up a healthy man, a healthy, balanced man. One that
wrong.
This nigga should not be around kids.
Wrong.
At all.
For you to say that you're showing your students the characteristics of what a healthy man is,
that's not your job, nigga.
Nigga, your job is to make sure they know the Pythagorean theorem.
He don't even seem like that kind of teacher, though. He seems like a 4:00 English teacher. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he teaches you the slow shit. Like you don't seem like he's on it.
He probably says Pythagoras with a lisp too. Pythagoras. Do you guys know about Pythagoras?
All right, here's like another fucked up thing, and this is just off of with the whole concern. There is, and it's shitty to say this, but just current state of America as it is, there is more than likely a group within that group who have daddy issues.
Yeah. Who
there's no father at home, and they are looking for that male figure to fit exactly almost to a description of like cause of what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
So where are those
so many times?
Huh?
I've been so many different people's fathers. It's not even funny,
bro. You want to get me in trouble in here?
Jesus Christ. All right.
And I expect a card every year from all of y'all.
Once again, there's so many children that are going to fall into that trap that it seems like he's perfectly laying out. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter comes home and she's like, "Oh, I helped do the teacher's hair." First, she's getting hit, and I know that's not a popular opinion. I understand that. I come from a different time. All right, she's getting struck because she should know better. Then I'm going there and I'm striking him in front of her, so she's reminded. You know what I'm saying? It's just. There's too much going on here, and then it's being publicized. So it's embarrassing too, though, because it makes it seem like as a parent, like you don't know what the fuck's going on in your kid's life.
No, I feel you. If I see my daughter doing somebody, or like my sister doing her teacher hair, I'm gonna be running out in a towel stomping somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
I know I don't got kids, but god damn.
Damn. Man, it's for real though, because like I said, man, as a parent, as a guardian, as a nurturer, as an older sibling, your job is to just make sure that young person who's in this situation doesn't get preyed upon. And it seems like this man's opened up an entire platform and TikTok channel to openly preying upon them.
Yeah.
And making it seem that if you could say something with such casuality that it's not a crime.
Like, who is this nigga's homeboys that's watching these videos like, oh, adorable?
No.
Like, could you post a picture of you with some little girls in your group chat and them niggas be like, oh, adorable?
Yeah.
They be like, nigga, why you with some kids?
Right. If I posted a picture, if you send a video to your homies of like your students doing your hair, you're be like, yo, this nigga won't get no pictures. Like,
you can't get a bitch to do your hair. Yeah,
right.
That's also like,
that's the hose.
That's what I'm saying though. So tell me that setting up the camera like that, having perfectly done your hair split into quarters, you have 4 girls working it, there's hands that come across, and then you have a fifth person like just intervening in between. You're not telling me that you're not intentionally giving off harem vibes. Right. Like that is every
Cult.
fucking power. No, well, not even every powerful leader in history. every one of them who's had a just like that ambiance of I'm the emperor type deal, and you're doing it with underage women. So yes, is that the flex for you? Are you saying like these are the hoes? That's fucking disgusting.
It seems like it is.
The death penalty should be more readily available in this country. I don't understand.
They might as well be feeding a nigga grapes and fanning them with a fig leaf.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I don't know if you saw it,
whatever leaf they'd used in
I don't know if you saw it, but in the video, he was actually feeding himself an orange while he was doing his hair.
Well, I'm glad it was his.
This nigga had time to peel an orange.
Yeah, his hands are free. He wasn't doing his hair, bro. Yeah. Or teaching.
Right. Yeah.
That's the other crazy part.
At least we could see where his hands were.
Yo, all right. You know what's grateful for the small things.
But he later did say, recently he posted a video just confirming that the rumors that he got fired were actually false and that he was just reassigned out of the classroom pending the outcome of the investigation.
The education system has failed.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
I'll reiterate again. Even if you have no ill intent in your heart and you were just trying to be nice to these girls, you are too stupid to be teaching them.
Yeah, because there's certain things you just can't put yourself in a situation. Even like you know, with me, I used to work with boys. I was working with boys as a paraprofessional. I take my students to the bathroom. I'm standing right in the hallway.
Yeah, I
stand right in the hallway. If they taking too long, I might open the door, but I make sure that half of my body is in the hallway and the other half might be in the door just yelling, hey, come on out. But I'm always in range of where another professional could see, where there's cameras and stuff. You got to know better to do this, especially as a grown man.
It's something to say that there's a certain weirdness, especially as a man. And once again, this may be me just speaking from, but like, even as a father, as a big family dude, like with my nephews and nieces, like, yo, bro, I fucking hate kids. Like I was at my nephew's 5-year-old birthday party, bro, and there was a group of like teenage girls in front of me, and I don't want to say that I would have sided with the kidnappers had they have come and taken them, but I wouldn't have been mad at them. Cause like, yo, bro, these little bitches, and I was just like, yo, I fucking hate kids. Like I really, so the fact that you are comfortable to be around children is like, that makes me really look at you weird. Like, yo, what do you have to talk to them about?
Yeah, I'm like, do you know these, like, do these girls have like father figures that you know? Because I would assume that they don't, and you picked the ones that don't. Because any man would be like, yo, my daughter was doing your hair, so what's the deal with that?
Yeah,
you posting her on a video on TikTok, a video of her on TikTok, like,
and openly admitting, saying that you are writing hall passes and choosing children specifically out of other classes. Fam, you knew who your target was. Oh, that's Sonya. Her parents just broke up. Oh yeah, she's going through a hard one. Oh yeah, no, I swear to God, it's scumbag shit like that. Like I could totally picture, like, oh dude, that's why you went over to fucking. You teach 8th grade. Why are you picking out a 6th grader from fucking health? Like that don't make no sense.
School teachers are always the ones that, you know,
dead ass
diddle them.
And that's like one thing. Like I'm actually friends with a lot of teachers now that I graduated. Now that I am an adult, and that they, you know, they respect my comedy. They see stuff like that. But these were the teachers that when I was in their classroom gave me hell.
Yeah. Like
I remember, man, my math teacher. This was my math teacher. My junior year of high school, Mr. Dollard. Bro, I had I was in honors classes, so I had pre-calc. Bro, this shit was so hard. My grade was so bad in math. In order to pass, I had to do a book report. You know how bad your math grade gotta be when you gotta write a 5-page paper on math. It took me
a second to realize what you were saying. I was like, damn.
Yo, but afterwards, I went back to visit my high school. Like this was like 3 years after I graduated.
That's corny. That's corny ass shit.
That is some whack ass shit.
That's some corny niggas. Yeah. Let me go see my teacher. Oh, everything you did for me, it really came full circle.
You were right.
Thank you so much.
I did make something out of myself.
No,
bitch ass nigga.
But we had a
trying to be successful and shit.
But we had a good ass talk, and he was like telling me about like his favorite comedy. Like he was telling me like bits that he loved from Chris Rock. And when I was in his class, I'm like, yo, I don't think this nigga ever laughs. And then to go back and you see them like,
oh, they're regular people.
Yeah, they're humans. That's what you're supposed to do. You see your teachers as humans later on.
Nah.
Later on in life.
I don't even think that's okay.
When we in the classroom, we not on the same level.
Yeah, nigga, like we not friends. Like when something goes wrong, you supposed to feel comfortable coming to me because I have that like authority figure, like I can fix things for you energy.
Yeah.
Not like
that's the homie.
Your mom, yeah, like what the fuck? Like when some shit go wrong, you don't call your friend. You call somebody that like has some sort of, status in your life.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is you brought up the Chinese education system, and I'm like, I really started looking into it, and I go, this is why shit like that doesn't happen over there, because they're not allowed to even have like that social disposition with a teacher.
Maybe Chinese kids learning because they haven't figured out how to braid their hair yet.
They definitely have. I've watched videos of Asian niggas getting their hair braided. I've seen Asian niggas with waves.
No, I have.
They don't even live by an ocean. They don't even know what waves are. They just know what hair waves are.
That shit is crazy, yo. Black people, we so influential. These niggas don't even have internet, and they over there getting dreads. How are they figuring this shit out?
These niggas can't get the. They don't got Wikipedia, but they got fucking Sexy Red.
Yo, there's mad countries in this world that the internet to them is just Facebook. Like, that's all they have.
Yeah, that's why they're racist. That's why they're like conspiracy theorists and shit, because all they got is like Facebook and WhatsApp. And they're like, did you know that that black people run the government? And you're like, what? No, it's the Jews. What are you talking about? Black people? You got that one totally wrong.
Let me see what else we want to. Oh, this past week I found out Starbucks doesn't actually support Israel. So yeah, I don't gotta have my white chocolate mochas no more.
Do you have like a cool coffee place by you?
I'm sure I do, but I actually do have. It is some actually coffee spots around here, but they don't have the app that Starbucks does, where I could just get my stars up for a nice cheese Danish or something. Yo. And now I found this out.
You can get a free cheese Danish with Starbucks points.
Yeah.
How many points do you think how many days do you got to go to Starbucks so you can get some free shit?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Really? I get coffee a lot.
I mean, it's because when I go, I'm not just getting just one thing. I gotta get a sandwich. I gotta get my coffee. I gotta get me and Pepsi. He need a cheese Danish and a pup cup for himself. So.
Yo, we live such different lives. My coffee comes spit in by like an old Spanish man in the morning. No specific flavor or anything like.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I get my coffee from angry gay people like it's meant to be. From standoffish gay dudes.
So.
That just hate everything. And for some reason they deserve a tip for their terrible attitude.
Yo, do you tip everyone at Starbucks?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just didn't know where that culture started, but I know it's everywhere now.
I'm a Karen.
Fair. Honestly, after hearing that order, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. That shit is wild.
I'm not tipping them. I deserve this.
Why the fuck are we tipping everybody? Tips are for restaurants and like services.
Bro, I picked up my food from the diner by me, and that shit said tip. And then when you hit no, it says, "Are you sure?"
Yes.
What? Yeah. And I was mind blown back because I go. Because all right, so when you're at a diner, you tip your wait staff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you assume that like collectively busts down to like the busboys. But I'm like, if I'm picking it up and it really went from chef to like no counter, yeah, what am I tipping for?
To make up the fucking difference that they're not making in wages, which is not our responsibility. We also are underpaid.
Well, that's actually
all underpaid
point.
People should not be making up each other's wages. Like every time you see prices go up or people get laid off, them niggas at the top still getting bonuses. They ain't nobody sacrificing their bonus at the end of the year, or they're nobody's taking a pay cut of any kind. They firing niggas. They raising the prices so that they can keep making more money next year.
Exactly.
That's how they calculate it. They don't go, how much money do we need to stay afloat? No, they go, how many fucking things can we cut so that I can continue to make more money? I'm not tipping a nigga for fucking everything. Pick up, order, nigga, I'm gonna leave the tip shit open, so I dare you to press tip. So when I check my bank account statement and see that the price is higher than I paid, I'm suing somebody.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I don't.
No. What you saying? What you saying definitely it makes sense. And so what made me look up this whole thing with Starbucks, I was getting a lot of backlash, just from like certain people about me still going to Starbucks, right? Like, oh, you still supporting them?
Black people don't like shit, bro. You can't do nothing. Black people mad at Starbucks. Niggas just be mad at everything.
So, and to me, it just didn't make sense. So I was like, let me look up to see actually how true this is. So I'm like, why would Starbucks? I think Starbucks was it was based in Seattle, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, why would Starbucks actually support this ongoing conflict? I looked it up. Starbucks, they haven't had a Starbucks location in Israel since 2003. Like, I think that's when they last cut ties with them. And also people try to say the CEO Howard Schultz, he provided financial support to Israel, but he doesn't work with the company anymore either.
How you expect a nigga named Howard Schultz to not give money to Israel?
Yo, deadass. That's why I was like, that's kind of all right. One point to the conspiracy theory.
But I mean, I don't like Israel, but like, how you know he was giving money to the military? Maybe he got family in Israel. I mean, I'm not gonna make excuses for a rich nigga, but like, you gotta look in and shit.
Yeah. So he what basically happened is that a Starbucks worker from like a union, I believe, posted something pro-Palestine, which, you know, we definitely for that team. Posted something for them, but when they posted it, they shared it with the Starbucks logo, and Starbucks asked them, "Hey, can you take that down?" Just because as a corporation, they kind of got to be indifferent to these causes, I guess.
Yeah, they're evil. Like every corporation is evil. Unless they're actually...
Or completely neutral. It depends on your
No, they're all evil. They're all evil. Unless they're actively giving money to Israel, then we can't ask much more of them. They're fucking evil.
Yeah, so they asked them to take this down, and because they asked the person to take this down, people just took it as that they're pro-Israel. Yeah. And then the rumors the rumors just started to spread more and more, and then it turned into Starbucks is actually funding the Israeli military.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of like how with Michael Jordan. You know, you ever hear the rumor that Michael Jordan invests in prisons?
Yeah, it was a different Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it was a white guy named Michael Jordan.
And it was like, he's selling you shoes that you shoot each other over, and he make money when you go to jail.
They thought Michael Jordan was just part of this evil circle of life where niggas fight and shoot each other over Jordans, and then he make more off the back end.
That's actually like
I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know how I feel about that because I'm
pretty good plan.
Yo, and also, if you look at the portfolio breakdown, he may not be that Michael Jordan, but he may be Michael Jordan with a little bit of money invested into a private equity prison. There's nothing for nothing. The first part of it's not wrong. I was there when someone got shot over the Gammas on 34th Street a couple years back. That shit was like, dog, it's 10 in the morning.
I mean, people get shot over less. Remember niggas got stabbed over Popeyes chicken sandwiches?
Yeah. A nigga got killed over that. I'm telling you, that Popeyes is going to kill you one way or another.
Yo, it is dark times.
And the funny thing is, like, we could go to any Popeyes in America right now and get a chicken sandwich with no backlash, no fucking
or get stabbed.
Yeah, no wait time in line. Ain't no line at Popeyes no more. That's why I was so mad at the lines back then. I'm like, they're not gonna stop making the fucking chicken sandwiches.
No, but it is kind of stepped on now.
Have you it doesn't taste the same.
They put fentanyl in it.
Yeah,
the first round was different. I'm not gonna even bullshit you. That first round was definitely different.
I think it was because you were starving when you got it.
Nah, bro, I'm big. I mean, never that hungry. I always got food around. It shit tasted different. The second time I had it, I was like, oh, it didn't taste the same.
I feel like it probably tasted better because you had to fight a miniature Civil War battle just to get to the sandwich. Like, niggas is just in line. Like, come on, fuck on, man. How many people they got working there? Like, nigga, there's 9,000 of us. Chill out.
Imagine the pastor that had to give that sermon though and try to make sense of this was just his time. Man.
The Lord had called his order number.
Bro, that is a great skit idea. I know that talking inside baseball, that is fucking phenomenal.
Number 91. Your order is ready. Come on home. Yo, that is fucking. Yo, black preachers can spin anything.
Yeah.
Even homophobia, they make that shit sound cool.
No, you saw the the black preacher that in Pittsburgh, somebody tried to shoot the preacher. I think that had to been set up for him to like give a crazy sermon next week. You know, he went off. about how the weapons formed against them can't prosper. The nigga tried to walk up and shoot the pastor mid sermon, and the gun jammed. This is a Tubi.
He did not want to shoot him.
This is a Tubi movie.
This is some made up shit. That nigga was too calm. Why would you shoot a pastor and not?
I need to hear the backstory.
Nah, I don't believe this shit because he a liar, nigga. His hairline painted. He already lying. Off the rip, he lying. I can't believe nothing else you say if your hairline painted. Sorry.
All right, let me ask you a question, right? So me and my wife often talk about this. She's got a bunch of pastors and like deacons and shit in her family. She thinks that it's crazy that like the religious upbringing that I had wasn't like this. Like the Christian Baptist, like very. So she was like, "Well, if you don't like, y'all don't sing in church." And I'm like, "No."
No, it is crazy seeing white churches and like non-black churches.
But that's the thing, though. I didn't go to a white church.
I've been
with Spanish, Irish Catholic churches are all the same. Like all through Midtown, like it's. My priest is someone who's close to God because he's like 95.
Right.
All right. You go there to feel nothing but guilt. All right, it's an hour. You don't leave feeling inspired. You don't leave feeling like, no, you leave thinking, I better do right or else God's going to fuck me. Like, you know what I'm saying? The universe is going to do me dirty. And when they go to church, I love going to church with my wife's family because, yo, bro, you really do walk out of there feeling the spirit. Like, you feel good.
Oh, yeah. It's actually, like, crazy to see how, like, black people created their own version of Christianity.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, what that experience was like growing up. Because, like I said, this to me is like, yo, what? Like now, all of a sudden you doing like the revenge. Oh, I almost got shot tour. Like that's crazy to me.
I've gone to all kinds of churches. Like for me, growing up, I went to Catholic school, so I went to white church. I also went to black church. Now, shit. Lately, the past few weeks, I think we might have just found the new church that we going to check out here. But lately we've been watching Church Online.
Yeah, Church Online's dope.
Yeah, we've been watching Church Online.
This is church right here.
Yeah, if you leave here feeling good with a positive message, yeah, you're right.
And that's what I'm all for. Like, I'm not going to say I'm the most religious, especially, you know, coming from Philly. I'm half Christian, half Muslim. So
you might be the chosen one.
Yeah, it depends.
You might be the one to bring all balance, bro.
Don't sell yourself short. Vader.
Or you might be the problem. Yeah.
And depending on what comedian I'm opening for, I might be half Jewish. So it depends. But I just like I like being in a positive place of worship, I'll say. And also too, it was a point that I meant to make about earlier where I was talking about how people use church to kind of deflect from accountability.
Well, they use religion in general.
Yeah, because I know, bro, I'm telling you, the worst woman you know will talk about how God is about to bless her.
Or she'll be the biggest advocate for why this and this happens because the Lord, the bunche ladies. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, she's only saying God's about to bless me because she did her first good thing in her entire life.
No, but I feel like when it comes, I'm not the most religious. I'll say I'm more spiritual. I feel like when it comes to certain things, God doesn't make the blessing happen for you, or He doesn't give you, like, if you pray for something. Say if you pray for patience, God doesn't give you patience. Like, He'll give you an opportunity to be patient, or like you pray to be more faithful. God just can't make you faithful. He'll put you in a situation where you have to act on it. I will say that. Yeah,
it's like you asking for something, basically is saying, I want this, and you basically have all the tools already. So whatever it is you believe in, they already gave you what the fuck it is that you need to achieve what the fuck you're trying to get to. So there's no fucking divine intervention coming your way per se. You just already were given that shit. So the act of praying is the act of defining what it is that you want and using the fucking God-given abilities that you have to get that shit. Yeah. Like, it's very simple. And I mean, you can't define spirituality for any other people. That's the good thing about like a place like Philly where it's like super Muslim, super Christian. Like, you got to just figure that shit out for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of did that. You know, church was cool. I like being in a place where niggas is singing and happy and shit. But once they start talking about like, you can't jerk off, you can't be gay, I'm like, yo, this is all we doing out here. All me and my niggas is being gay and jerking off, so this ain't gonna fly with me.
See, and that, all right, well, all right, just to, I don't want to seem too heavy on it, but it's an interesting question. Like, where do you stand on the idea of prayer then?
I think it's, I think we all try to define it in some way differently, but realistically, it's you getting in touch with whatever higher power you decide to believe in. My higher power is myself. Mm-hmm. People say God is in you. People say God is you. You know, because black people and all that bullshit. Mm. But you know, it's really what it is. It is you. So you praying is you identifying something that you feel like you want or need or you know are looking for, and then you get that shit yourself.
So you don't find any part of prayer to be transactional?
No, it's not supposed to be transactional. I think the Catholic Church is responsible for that idea that you pray for something and then it comes to you because you.
I mean, not just the Catholic Church.
It's not just the Catholic Church, but I do understand.
Yeah, like, I say church in general.
I was saying, okay.
I'm going to say organized religion to an extent in general, but there's a point where, I don't know. I often get mad because a lot of my family's big on like, oh, you know, pray for this, I'll pray for that. You don't spend it. I'll pray for you, blah, blah, blah. My whole thing is that, just like you were saying, like, you know, you'll be provided the things that you need to achieve whatever prayer you're seeking forth. But I also think that it's wrong to only pray in times of need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you back in olden times, like it sounds stupid, but there was a sacrifice made towards whatever you believed in. Whatever your God was, you sacrificed something towards them in exchange.
Yeah.
And though I don't think that should still be the case, like in a transactional sense, but the idea that you wouldn't offer... the idea that you wouldn't pray to just say thank you, I mean, which you will only pray to ask, is very concerning.
That's what prayer is. Prayer is a thank you for one, and it's just like identifying. It's like a check-in.
But I don't think that most people view it that way.
Yeah,
no, because we weren't taught to.
And that's why I hate to go back to Ace Hood, but no, he got one of my favorite quotes. He said, good things happen, thank God. Bad things happen, thank God, because like it's lessons in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think I do think all the religion shit is like complete bullshit, but you know, you gotta stay in tune with whatever it is that fucking gets you to the next day.
I don't know. I think that the idea that everything costs something is an important thing, no matter how you want to look at it. You don't get A without, you know, B. Like it's alchemaic things. Like you can't get any transition without giving something up you can't receive. Everything costs something.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like that if that once that's instilled, it's like for example, you want this, so what do you do to achieve it? You put in the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ask for this, but you'd also show gratefulness. I don't know. I just find it very weird when people treat prayer transactionally like that, where they'll go and ask, but do nothing to pay it back or even to show grace. Like, you know what I'm saying? To show that they're thankful.
No, yeah, it's a spiritual thing. You can't expect like fucking physical transactions from something that's supposed to be like internal and spiritual. That's why I feel like black church is so distinct from all the other churches, because it's like an ancestral spirit that kind of just lives in black people, where nobody told us how to do shit like this. You just kind of figured it out just from being of African descent and shit. Like nobody else does that shit.
The teacher now takes a TikTok turn to religion. Can we officially call him guilty? Like, is it officially a rap?
This shit has been annoying me this past week, man. So now that the dust is kind of settled and that we kind of see that the verdict of the whole Drake Kendrick thing is over, it was definitely unanimous that Kendrick won. But now that he did win, it's a lot of older rap veterans that are coming out saying that we don't need this in hip hop. Lazy Bone, Questlove. First of all, Questlove, this nigga played the drums while Jay-Z performed Takeover Live. To now say that we don't need beef in hip hop because beef is too violent, to say that it's counterproductive to hip hop. You know how crazy this shit is? We watched a woman get shot in hip hop last year. We watched Meg get shot in the foot, and none of these niggas said anything about violence. And now that...
That's a very good fucking point. I'm just starting to think about who advocated. I'm going, yeah, no one really did step up on that one. That's fucked.
Because I honestly think a lot of people still think that she was lying.
So what?
But that's what I feel like a lot of these niggas is kind of hypocrites.
Yeah. A woman got shot in the foot and a man was sentenced to jail for this. And nobody said anything about how violent that was. But a 5'5" nigga from LA is like going back and forth with words with a light skinned Canadian actor, and that's too violent.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
These niggas are not even in the same country.
This is actually where the violence should be. Like, it should be a release of anger through art instead of niggas shooting each other in real life, which happens constantly.
So I'd like
How would you even take that take? Oh, we shouldn't be doing this because I saw what it did to Biggie and Pac is what he says. These niggas had genuine anger towards each other over some like real life shit, whereas these niggas are just rapping back and forth. I mean, Drake's house did get shot up or whatever the fuck.
I was going to say that. I would like to retract a statement I made on the last episode. No. I want to retract a statement. I had previously said, without bloodshed, I don't respect this battle. Then immediately after recording this episode and you putting it out, the next day, the first thing that came up on the news was Drake's security guard was shot in front of his house, to which I was like, oh, this is going to be a great battle. Like, this is going to be awesome. But now you're saying it's uncorrelated.
I'm actually surprised that more crime doesn't happen in Canada just because, you know, them niggas keep their doors unlocked.
Well, you heard the thing about the cops telling you to keep your car fob in your car, so that way, if they instead of them now they won't have to break into your home and steal your car, they could just steal your car.
I heard that.
That's mad Canadian.
I mean, yeah,
crazy.
like you don't want to put your life on the line for objects, especially when you got free healthcare.
Don't secure the door. Just leave your keys in the car.
Somehow, if I had free healthcare, you know how reckless I would be. But you're right though. The fact that he's complaining about what seems to be the most non-violent rap beef in history. Yeah. And he's saying that this is the straw that breaks everything. Like, it's a wild take.
Oh yeah, remember fucking Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy?
Right.
Yeah.
That was actually my favorite beef probably of at least my lifetime.
That might not even be my favorite Jeezy beef. I'm liking this Jeannie Mae shit.
Jeezy versus wife. It is pretty crazy to be like, you come up from nothing around a bunch of other poor black people, you snake your way to the top, you sell drugs to their families, you fuck them over, and everything get taken by an Asian bitch. It's embarrassing.
Or very progressive. It really just.
I think more than anything that's why we gotta stop with the getting rich and finding an Asian or a white wife, because when you get divorced, the money don't go back to us. A bunch of little Asian kids with new Jordans on. From your divorce money, from your alimony payments.
When they need to be out there making them.
That's what I was thinking. Look at the roles reversed here. Huh?
It is. I mean, I think the point I'm trying to get at is how crazy it is that like everybody seems to profit off of black people.
Except black people.
Except for us.
It's the number one U.S. Like, when everyone talks about what resources natural. And like they talk about Haiti, it was the mines, the waters, everything could be marketed. Africa, it's the cobalt, it's everything. The number one thing that is distributed from America that has influence that can't be replicated, well, it can be replicated, but can never be authenticated around the world, is American black culture. Yeah,
it's the only thing that like came up organically over like a couple hundred years, because every other culture is like super old. Most other cultures, there's new countries, but like America's a new country that created its own kind of like super African. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm not going to go ahead and say America created. I'm going to say that it's a byproduct. I'm going to say that it's if you strike oil, it's not you who are the provider. It's the fact that you found oil,
right?
In that sense. So what had happened was a culture that had to build upon itself and rely on itself developed itself.
Right.
Now is mass marketed.
I don't give America really credit for it, but I give us credit for finding it through the shit.
Yes.
It's like
that's the best thing.
How else? Who else is able to go through like centuries of that kind of oppression and then come up with 2 Chainz?
Valid.
Before we get out of here, back as usual with another one, the Tubi movie of the week. This week I actually like this movie. I like this movie a lot, man. This week we watched 3, and this was a good movie. This was a good story. It was something different, and I like this for so many reasons up until the last 10 minutes. So this movie was produced by Maverick Entertainment. You know, this is one of our favorite Tubi staples, but these were all new actors, and this was just all new faces that we haven't seen before. So this movie, it stars Treasure Price and Christopher Dion as Tiffany and Jason. And can you go back up to it's a couple that Jason, he's turning 30 and he wants a special birthday gift. And for his 30th birthday, he wants a threesome between Tiffany and her lesbian best friend Ashley. And I don't know, as a 30th birthday gift, I'm gonna tell you, that's something I wanted when I was like, what, 21, 22. Bro, in my 30s, I do not want a threesome. After sex, I need me. Yo, I'm telling you, I want to relax.
That's a shitty gift, to be honest. Like, oh, pussy. So you're not gonna give me just pussy for my birthday. You're gonna give me 2 pussies. Great. Thanks, babe. You really dug deep in your fucking pockets for this one.
Yeah, I wish you guys knew how much of a prevalent argument I hear this on like a regular basis. Like, oh, you wouldn't want to have a threesome? I'm like, yo, fucking you is enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to sleep. What I want for my birthday, new pillows.
You know what I wanted for my birthday? More work. Like, come on.
Yo, another person to disappoint. I could have just got a weighted blanket and I would have been easily been fine.
Yeah, baby, can you help me learn a new clit? You know, let me just invite a Rubik's Cube into our bedroom. To learn a fucking new clit.
You wanna show this new pussy with no manual or nothing?
Yeah, word. We both taking this for a test drive right now. Like, come on, it's my birthday. Like, I gotta be stressed now. The anxiety, I think, would bury me alone like that on for my birthday. Like, damn, bro, really, there's a lot going on.
I don't got no anxiety about that shit. If you don't know how your pussy work, then don't expect me to find out,
bro.
And faking orgasms and shit, I don't think that's. I'm pretty sure that hasn't happened to me enough that I would notice. Because I can't say for sure that it never happened, but it's like, you doing me a favor, you do that shit. You're not doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
That shit do not hurt me.
I don't care about nothing more than another person care about it.
Yo, for real, because one of us is going to come.
Yeah.
At least one of us. It'd be nice if you do, but I know I definitely am. So this movie.
If I don't, I'm stealing something. Could be out the fridge, could be out the purse. But something that's in this house will no longer be here when I leave.
Like a thief in the night, I take everything but some pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll give that back. Take this PS4 controller.
Free Thug, man. That's why we got a free Young Thug, man. I stand the king that it's all about consent. This movie, it was directed and written by Nina Stacks. And I'm going to go on and say this.
Why is he looking at me like this?
I'm gonna say that Stacks is a alias. She's okay. So she's a Atlanta-based writer and director on the rise. Okay.
No, I respect Nina Stacks, the writer and director. I respect this person.
No,
I believe it's a woman.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot, man. And then, so it says she's worked on music videos with artists like Akon, Janelle Monáe, and Gucci Mane. Okay, and this led her to direct her first short film in 2018. Okay, I like to see this. Mm-hmm. I like to see this.
Yeah, I like it's doing shit.
Yeah, I like to see a creator on the grind.
Do you know how I know that this? So just now that we've read this post seeing the movie, it kind of solidifies the idea. Because remember we were talking about, we're like, oh man, this is good, but like, what direction is coming? Oh, this is coming out of Atlanta. And then you immediately read the pro. So you were able to capture your whole city, even for, I've never been there. Well, I've never been in that scenario there. You were able to capture that in writing. And we were able to tell, like, oh, this is Atlanta. So that's authenticity off rip. So I fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was based in Atlanta. And either way, the city isn't like, she don't make the city like a whole, like,
yeah, exactly,
a crutch.
Yeah.
You know? Like, some of the Detroit movies be like, you know, just super Detroit without much substance.
And what I loved about this is that it was just it was refreshing. So this movie on IMDb, they gave it 4.5 stars, but I feel like, man, this shit should at least got a 7 or maybe even an 8, just because it was creative in so many different ways. There was no drugs, there was no strippers coming out of Atlanta.
It was some ass though. It was some natural ass. You can see the motherfucking cellulite through some leather pants.
All types of lovely dimples and all that.
It was, but even
it was respectful. It's like a church ass.
But even their jobs, these were 2 black men that were gamers that created a game. The creativity. We talked about that. We wanted to see black people in a new role, and I would have never expected. I would never expected a story about threesomes to be led by a man that created his own game.
Well, that's another thing that speaks to the I hate to keep overusing it, but like the authenticity of the movie is because genuinely there is a majority of men who have had this conversation from one aspect or another. And there's a majority of women who've had this conversation from the other aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's offering or it's receiving the idea of. So this is a very good topic to kind of like just deep dive on because it's very relatable. And unfortunately, like the conversation pretty much ends the way that we were talking about it before, where I'm like, no, I'm too tired for that shit. Like,
yeah, it's like it's gluttony.
Yeah, it is.
You can't come in two pussies at the same time, so you just being gluttonous. And that's very vulgar. Your mom listening to this, right?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I don't like that part. Yeah, that upset
But
me.
you know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to.
You don't. Yeah, and that's 100%. But once again, this conversation is had. This scenario is played out thousands of times. So like, this was a very relatable thing.
You barely need one. You just need. You just need one just so you know it's the real thing. Man, for real, I mean, the hole is cool, but I'll take a crease. I'll take a crease, a hand. Let me see. I got some lines I want to play from this. So basically, we gave y'all the gist of the story. So about a half hour in, they're having a conversation where initially one of the best friends.
Pepsi, stop licking your balls on camera. This is a PG rated show.
I think it might have been Miles. So I think Miles, he was trying to actually get with Ashley. And you know, when they was having like they had their little dinner. They had their celebration dinner, and Miles was trying to get with Ashley, but she wasn't feeling it. So he was trying to figure out why. And then later he finds out that she's not even interested in men. So that kind of relieves him a little bit.
I've been in that position.
I mean, yeah, that's a solid place to be at. It's good for the self-esteem to get that
to
one
be
back.
on some Johnny Bravo shit for a lesbian, and then
a win is a win.
Yeah. You find out.
Yeah,
more often than not, you find out. Yeah,
if I don't get that ass, at least I still got my ego. But this movie, I'm not sure the right word, whether it's misogyny or I'm not sure the right term, but I'm just play this part. No, I don't agree with that. I think that women, they deserve the right to have somebody equally attractive. They're allowed to have a pretty partner, a sexy partner. What I will say that is, I don't like that they be having fat asses. I don't know if this if it's offensive, but a lesbian with a fat ass, it's like you can't even hit that. Like you just waste. It's not fair that you wasting all this ass on plastic.
Yo, all right.
It's like buying roller skates for a nigga in a wheelchair. You know, what are you gonna do with them roller skates? Pretend he could put them on,
but he already rolling.
Yo.
I was gonna condemn you for being a homophobic, misogynistic pig. But that was good.
Yeah, he was spitting for a second. That's what me too. I had a good comeback in it, but I was like, oh no, all right, he's got that.
Is that homophobic to say that pretty girls shouldn't be gay? I feel like there's probably another word for it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's I feel like there is some misogyny in there.
Nah, it's just a waste.
I think it might be like
straight up. And I come from a family of mad gay women. It's a waste, bro. Like, she makes me sad.
Yeah, but I don't got nothing I can say that's nice. I'm just gonna say that anybody who wants to be gay should do it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all supportive for it, but like the same way that you ever see what like restaurants do at the end of the night with the food? Mm-hmm. Like how they just it's like, yo, it's a beautiful thing, man. It probably tastes great, but like, yo, you wasting it now. Like, it's just, other people could live off that. I could be that person. Like, it's one of those kind of feelings.
Well, lesbians do strap up and then
just leave it out back by a dumpster for me.
Now you know what the worst is. If you roll with a couple of like chicks that are gay, but they have a game, like I'm talking about, like the chick you're talking to was straight up until 15 minutes out of this conversation, and all of a sudden she's become a lesbian vampire.
Yeah.
I grew up with that, and that's the worst feeling in the world.
I mean, I would never feel bad for a lesbian taking my girl, because she got pussy. Nigga, I like it too. What the fuck? I understand it. I have no belief in penis.
I love pussy so much. I could see why women 100%.
Exactly. I get why women like women. Yeah. It's totally understandable. But like mine, and obviously you know you're gonna win. You know what you're doing better. Like obviously you know tactically speaking, you are better equipped.
It just sucks that you can't beat up lesbians. Cause like if a nigga take your girl, then you all could fight. But a lesbian, you just gotta you gotta be like, well, I am a feminist, and it is your right to choose. Therefore, I will relinquish you to your own life or whatever bullshit. But you can't hit her.
But in this one,
who can you hit these days? I don't even know.
Brother Nature got beat up.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Like, yeah, nigga, you an adult. You can get beat up.
I like Brother Nature getting beat up though.
Go on.
No, I just
spent all that time with Deer, forgot to work on his people skills.
Like, I know I'm childish because I still go to Brother Nature comments just to check, and people still leave and we ain't forget. Yo, it's the greatest shit. He got his ass whipped pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And they never recovered from that. Let me see. But this movie, I like this movie. I just don't like the whole thing of pressing a threesome. I feel like as men, it's selfish.
It's ego driven.
Yeah, this was especially in this movie where he was okay with his partner having a threesome until he saw that she actually enjoyed it, and that's an issue. As a man, if your partner is having sex, especially like doing something like living out your kinks, you should want her to enjoy it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You're also begging for you're not allowed to do that for a threesome or for just one individual. Like one no or I don't know that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I wish women would feel that way too. Like I don't really feel like fucking right now.
Yo, dogs.
Y'all gotta take that too.
Dogs. That's such a prevalent conversation I know with people right now.
What, like women not taking no for an answer?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then the verbal abuse and onslaught that comes afterwards. It's the wildest thing. But see, I just put out. Whatever.
And you feel dirty afterward, don't you?
Nah. I'm just tired, bro. Like, this is what it is. But once again, this is a very prevalent conversation where I've heard as of late, there's a lot more women who are aggressive in that scenario. They're like, yo, you gonna give it up? Or I'm gonna call you all types of out your name, like, yeah.
So I'm lucky enough to not be dealing with that, but that does happen, and it's more of a problem when men do it, obviously. But like that shit happens too.
Yeah,
it is funny, right? That it's perceived that's very nasty when men do it, but when women do it, it's like, yo, stop being a gay boy, gay boy.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? What you gay? What
exactly?
You don't like pussy?
Is this someone else, gay boy? I'm like, oh, I'll just give it up. I don't need that. My self-esteem is too low. I don't need that. My ego's really easy to break, so I'm cool.
I got come on, babe. You wouldn't believe what happened, man.
Exhausted face.
They kept calling me gay. I didn't want to do it. But she coerced me.
Yo, is there a line between bullying and coercion? Like, is there like a way that where it stops being one and becomes the other?
I think it's all coercion. I think if we're talking about intimacy, then it's automatically coercion.
Yeah.
Consent, people,
and mutual understanding.
Mutual understanding and consent.
So at this point of the movie, you know, Jason, he confronts his girl because he feel like there actually is something going on between Tiffany and her best friend, and he feel like it's actually deeper than just the threesome that they had.
This is definitely written by a woman
that got asked to have a threesome.
That just don't like niggas like that. I don't even talk like that. I'm offended at this representation of.
No, but this I will say this was like a certain certain points of this that was definitely an accurate representation of the people that were in this. Like this part right here, that's lesbian relationships right there.
Yeah, just like a reluctant one that's like, I don't think you're really gay, and she's like, come on, I am, and then it turns into a shooting.
And it's like shit. You don't
adopting a cat.
Yeah, you don't. You made me come this one night. Shit, I'm ready to go to Paris with you. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn. As men, are we doing that bad?
Yeah, 100%.
That's the thing. Like,
we need some lesbians to start teaching some. Like, I don't know. They gotta teach us some classes.
They're really all the resources are out there.
Or maybe
you just gotta You just got to be willing to ask, you know?
Or maybe we just got to care.
Yeah, like, yo, how your pussy work? Like, is it like if this were a bop it, do I twist it? Do I pull it?
Yeah, I think that was the biggest benefit I got growing up. My closest cousin. My closest cousin.
His cousin.
Yeah, no, my closest cousins.
Who touched you?
Are all gay. Nah, it was the biggest benefit is I got to ask gay girls like, yo, how you be doing that? Yo, y'all are wild. Like,
no, that's like all the resources are out there, and like any smart person will tell you what it is that they like. I just think it's crazy that like, I wonder if it really does happen like that, where like two women can be friends and one of them is really in love with the other the whole time. Because I know like I can't. That doesn't work for like men. Like if I had a gay best friend, that nigga wouldn't be able to contain himself for 5 minutes. He'd be like, "Come on, what are we doing?" Like niggas don't got that kind of fucking patience. Kind of lucky in that way, where like if I had a gay nigga plotting on me, I would know immediately. Women have a better product to sell.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like,
it's hard to compete with that.
Look at me, like when I approach a woman and it's like, look, I won't murder you. But a girl, you know, it's just like,
she smells good, you smells good, everyone's all nice and soft and shit. It seems like it works. No, I get it, man.
They wash their ass and shit.
I'm gonna make that a ringtone.
That it's consensual, but it don't feel like it. The energy is off on that. It's the man talking about a consenting woman, but I still don't like it.
But no, overall though, man, 3. This was a good movie. I like this movie. I liked it. I liked it all the way through. It's about an hour 40 minutes. I liked the first half hour of it. I would definitely say, you know, they beat it up at the end, the last 5 minutes with the ending, but
very important to watch the movie through though.
Yeah. But still, overall, 3 was definitely a good movie. What would you give this?
I would give it a 3.
I go 3.5 on this one.
Yeah, I'll go through.
Once again, this is another one where I just like last time, where the whole beginning of the movie I really thought was amazing.
Yeah,
and then when we got to the end, I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so yeah, I agree with that. I'll give it a 3.5.
All right, 3. You get a 3. It's also like a pretty good conversation to have about like, you know, the way men treat like you know, queer women and shit. You know, because you can't want women to be only as gay as you allow and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that it's dope to see women be more open with it. Although I don't know, I guess the same energy isn't kept across the board.
What?
I don't know. I'm more like all in support of like women being with other women, but like when it comes to 2 guys, I'm like, I don't have an opinion on that. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion. There's nothing really there for me.
I have no interest in it, and I'm not saying that like dismissingly. I just like,
there's just nothing for me to observe.
Yeah,
you know, it's like I don't even want to see it. I exclusively watch lesbians if I were to watch any you know, sort of erotic material. Yeah. I'm pretty much off it at this point.
Although, you know what is one of the more hurtful things?
What?
You ever I don't assume you two would have this problem, but like, once again, voluptuous, light-skinned, when you see a chick and be like, oh, she's gay, but her girlfriend looks just like me, like we got the same haircut, no, that shit annoys me.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, because that means you like me.
Yeah, exactly. You like me, but just not me specifically.
Yeah, that means I'm your type, just not the personality.
Yeah, which makes, exactly. So it means I'm shit. That sucks.
Yeah, but you don't smell like strawberries.
I don't.
Yeah, and I got callus on my hands. Y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we get out of here?
Nah, I gotta piss.
All right.
Follow us on socials, man. Everyone's social media. Try to, so we can get a little interaction. You got questions, you got topics, send it in.
Yeah. Make sure, please follow us on all our personal social media pages and also the We Want More pages. This has been a good one.
Yeah. Tell us how can we as men do better? Yeah. How can we be better feminists?
And also, be better feminists, be better allies.
How can we be better black men?
And
I don't need that answer. I'm cool.
Thanks though. Yeah, the first step, getting off the microphones.
I'm gonna probably stop saying a lot of the shit that I say a lot. That's step 1.
Yeah. But and also please be sure to watch Tires. Watch Tires this Thursday on Netflix. And if you see me in that, tag it.
Yeah, word. I would like to see that. I mean, we'll see how many people are really listening. If you get to that episode, put it up.
Yeah, call whoever owns the Netflix account. Tell them that a text is coming to their phone for a temporary sign-in. Use that temporary sign-in, and then watch tires.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, man. But yeah, it's been a good one. I'm Anthony Moore.
And I'm Asante Morris.
Maxwell.
And we out of here.